Hey guys.
Hey guys.
We're just gonna go over with you our proposal story. I'll let Brad start us off.
Okay, so it happened back in January of this year. For those of you who don't know me, I'm in physician assistant school doing my clinical internship. And for the first month of January, I spent it actually in Enterprise, which is Jazmin's hometown.
Yeah, and I was there during my semester break from school also, so it worked out conveniently. We're both staying at home with my family, so it was nice. So we got engaged on January 23rd of this year, and when I woke up that morning, Brad was there in the kitchen with my family. He told me, hey, I got called in. He was on call for clinicals and said that he had some emergency he had to go do, he was on call. Mm-hmm. So I believed him, of course.
Yeah, so I put on my scrubs because I have an emergency to go take care of. So I say bye to Jazmin and I leave the house.
So in the meantime, I'm, just hanging out at the house. I take a shower. I receive a phone call from Brad. Mind you, hair still wet, just got out of the shower, and he tells me, hey, I think I left my badge. They won't let me in the operating room without it. And he asks me to go look on his bed for his badge that he thinks he dropped. So I oblige. I go in there, check his bed for his badge, and I don't find his badge. I find this.
Got him.
A little clue, and I'll read it to you guys. It says, I love you with all of my big little heart. Let's play a game. I've told you where to start. Go over there and talk to the cashier. They'll have some info you'll want to hear. So I'll show you guys this. Big Little's in bold. That's kind of my hometown's gas station / breakfast spot that I love. So he sent me over there. I'm still on the phone with him like, what is this? What in the world? When do I have to go? He's, of course, is right now. And I'm hair wet, looking a mess. I'm like, right now? He's like, yeah, you need to leave in like 5 minutes. So I leave in about 15 minutes and go to Big Little and talk to the cashiers over there. They were all, looking at me, telling me, go get breakfast, go get a drink. And I'm like, I already ate breakfast, but I think I'm supposed to be getting something from you. And they're like, are you sure? Go get whatever you want. So I go get a drink. I come back, and Brad had left money for me to eat breakfast there. And then, so they give me back his change, and then they also give me back this. My love. So clue number 2. At this point, I'm thinking like, what in the world? What is this? Like, I go to my car to open this clue because I have no idea what's going on. And it says, I love you every second of every hour. Why don't you go over to Kimberly's Flowers? The last clue will be there waiting for you. I hope you like red. I know that I do. And so Kimberly's Flowers is in bold, so I know where to go. And then I do is in bold. So that's my first clue that I'm like, oh my goodness, is this really happening? So by this time, he calls me just to kind of see where I was, what's going on in your head during this time.
She was running a little late because I had everything organized on a timely schedule, and she kind of threw me off a little bit, but it's okay.
So I go over to Kimberly's Flowers, and she recognizes me, and she hands me a huge vase with 24 red roses, and then this, clue number 3, it says mi amor on it. And so I'm like flabbergasted. I go to my car again to read the last clue, and it says, ballparks from your youth demand an encore. Make your way over to softball field 4. Go up to home plate and take a big swing. You might see me there, waiting with a
surprise.
Surprise is what it says. So, as you can imagine, I am like freaking out right now. I have played softball all my life at these same fields, and I drove probably 10 minutes in the wrong direction in my small little town of Enterprise, going the wrong way to the ballparks. I get a phone call from him asking me where I am.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm just standing out in the bitter cold, just waiting for her home plate.
Yes, and so I finally get there, and I see him waiting at home plate of the softball field, not at the hospital, not in his scrubs.
Nope.
He had changed into some nice dress clothes, and I walk over, really I run, I think, and I hear over the loudspeaker,
All of Me by, who's it? John Legend?
John Legend, yeah. So I hear that, and I probably start to cry or something. I go to home plate, and he says all these nice things to me that I really can't even remember. And gets down on one knee and pops a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I was super excited. After that, the music changes.
Changes to Marry You by Bruno Mars. Over to the PA system.
And so then my family comes down from up on the PA box, and everybody comes down to congratulate us, and we were able to take pictures. Brad made like a huge poster banner for me, and it was awesome. So we just wanted to share with you guys our proposal story. He did such a great job, and we hope all of you can make it to our wedding May 20th.
All right, see you there.